Hi, this is Stan from Tabidity, and today I'm going to give you a short introduction on OKRs. So OKRs stand for Objectives and Key Results, but in my opinion, it's quite important to keep projects as part of a picture. And that's because it will help you understand the difference between a key result, which is a measure of progress, and a project, which is much more of a deliverable. So here's what I mean by that. So your objectives, they're the things that this is a bigger picture. It's what you're trying to achieve at the end of the quarter. So you paint your North Star with objectives, but you need a way to understand how far you are from getting there. And this is a role of a key result. So your objectives, your North Star, your key results, they should help you during the quarter to understand if you're making progress toward your North Star. Now, to make progress, you have to do a bunch of things, and those are the projects. So projects are the best you make to move the needle of the key results. And when you look at the key results, you should understand if you're getting closer to your objectives. This is a bit theoretical, so I wanted to use a concrete example. Say that I have ship a payment system as an objective. Well, it's a bit hard for me to understand what a key result and what a project can be. It actually looks like a project. So a better way for me to think about my plan is to say that my objective is to get paid customers. This is what I really want at the end of the quarter. And now to track my progress on getting paid customers, now I can have a different set of key results. I can look at revenues, I can do this as subscriptions and upgrades. And then to try to get more revenues and more upgrades, I can do projects with my teams. One of it can be the integration with Stripe, but thanks to getting at a higher level, now all the teams can be involved. The marketing team can think about a campaign. The support team could help us make sure that we don't have people that churn. Now, I love this picture because it helps me think about, how things should be moving during the quarter. At the center, your objectives should not change. They need to be set in stone and really take the time to define them properly with your team and make sure that everyone understands them. Then you have the key results. And for the key results, it's okay for them to change from time to time. And that's because it's quite hard to set the right target from the get-go. Like sometimes, for instance, you pick signups instead of active users, or you pick a wrong target. But then the projects, they will probably change a lot. And this is what it means to be an agile company. Some of the things you're going to do with your team are going to work, and you'll double down on that. And some of the things you'll do, they're not going to work so well, and that's okay. You want to keep trying different projects, make sure that they move things on the key results. Now, when you write your plan, here are a couple tips. You want to keep your objectives short and inspiring. Try not to use metrics because it makes it easier for people to relate to them, and makes it also easier to avoid bad predictions. But on the other side, you want to have your key results much more specific. You can use a SMART framework, and I add a link to that to explain what it is. And also you want them to be on. It doesn't mean that that person has to do everything for that key result. It just means that there should be like one point of contact that can explain, what has to happen for that key results and what the team is doing to make progress. You also want, as we talked about, you want to keep them outcome based, which means think of it, write them from the perspective of the customer, not from the perspective of the team. Last but not least, in terms of quantity, remember that less priorities is more focus over team. So you want to not have more than 4 objectives. 4 is already like a lot, considering that for each objective, you probably have like 3 to 5 key results. So another way to think about it, if you give a lot of priorities to your teams, they're going to be spread thin on each one of those priorities. So you want to really help everyone focus and rally around a core set of things that you think are important. Okay, so that's it for me. And if you want to learn more about OKRs and a product Tabidity, you can go to tabidity.io for a product and tabidity.io/OKRs to read our guide on OKRs for startup. Thank you.